Good morning, class. Today we'll be testing our comprehension of the second text in our text set, a poem by Robert Frost titled The Road Not Taken. We will be using the think aloud strategy for our comprehension. The purpose of a think aloud strategy is to allow yourself to monitor your comprehension of a text by verbalizing your thoughts. Some important factors to consider during the think aloud strategy are to use your background knowledge as you read, make predictions, ask questions such as I wonder or I think, visualize the events taking place, recognize areas of confusion as you read, acknowledge text structure, and identify a purpose for the reading. I'm going to model how to use a think aloud strategy using the poem The Road Not Taken. Now I'm going to model the think aloud strategy from The Road Not Taken. Before I read, I wonder what the author means by the road not taken. Is he talking about an actual road, or is there a deeper meaning to this poem? Let's begin reading. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveler. Long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Now let's go back for a minute. What does the word diverged mean? Let's make sure we understand the meaning of that word. Diverged means that the road split in two. There were two roads that he could travel. And we see that he is alone traveling because it says, and be one traveler. And we know he stood long and hard trying to figure out which way he wanted to go. Now let's continue reading. Then took the other as just as fair, and baying perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had worn them really about the same. So we see that one road has had many, many travelers and was perhaps the better way to go. Then you have the other road that was grassy that no one has really traveled on because it says wanted where. Now let's see which way he decided to go. And both that morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Now let's think for a second. What does trodden black mean? I'm thinking that means it hasn't been worn down. The grass is still on the path and it hasn't went down to the dirt like someone had been walking on it constantly. Now let's continue. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. So I'm thinking he took the road less traveled because it says that he kept the first for another day. So that tells me that he decided to go the way that not many people go. Now let's continue the last stanza. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Now I wonder why he said I twice in that line, where he says, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled. I'm thinking he wanted to put emphasis on the fact that he, of all people, decided to take the road less traveled, and that it made all the difference. I'm thinking that this poem does have a deeper meaning and isn't really talking about just a road that he's walking. I'm thinking it has something to do with his life He could have taken the easy road that everyone travels, but he chose to take the hard road that not many people follow, and it made all the difference. It turned out better than he could have ever imagined in the end. So after reading this poem, I know that it is talking more about life rather than someone walking down a road. Now let's think for a minute. Can you think of a time where you decided to take the road less traveled or the road not taken? A road that seemed hard, but once you finally made that decision, it made all the difference. It turned out better than you could have ever imagined if you'd taken the easy road. What I want you to do now is to think about that for a minute. Go back and read the poem, analyze it, do your own think aloud in your small groups, and write me a short journal entry telling me of a time where you took the road not taken. My conclusions from this think aloud strategy of the road not taken are: the poem has a deeper meaning. It talks about the author's path in life rather than just a walk down the road. And sometimes the hard road is the best way to go in the end. I really hope that the think aloud strategy was effective for you. I hope you understood from my modeling of the think aloud strategy how to conduct your own. Your assignments now are to conduct your own think aloud with this poem with your small group, discuss your findings and your ideas, and then create a journal entry about a time that you took the road not taken and how it turned out for you. If you have any questions about the Think Aloud strategy or the assignments, please feel free to give me an email or a call. Thank you. Have a great day.